Morning everyone. I am your English teacher and I am here to welcome you to your English class. Yes, my dear students, today we are going to do the exercise of chapter 3 of your English workbook. As you know that we had already finished chapter 3 of your English reader book. So today we are going to do the exercise of that chapter 3 of your English workbook. So let's start it. So here from exercise B you will do it. Find the antonyms of the words given in bracket from the poem and fill in the blanks. Yes. So here the new shop is as on Sundays. Here open. The word open is given. So what is the opposite of open? Shut. S-H-U-T. The number 2, we couldn't hear a single bird singing in the valley though it was spring. The silence was very dash. So normal. What is the opposite of normal? Strange. S-T-R-N-G-E. Number 3, I am sure as that this bus goes to cannot place. So here it is given uncertain. You have to write the opposite of uncertain. So opposite of uncertain is sure. Certain is also the another opposite word of uncertain here. Okay. So here grammar, we'll do the exercise. Take the correct adverbs of degree to complete these sentences. So before doing this exercise, let me say you what is adverb of degree. As you know that in previous classes also you had gone through the definition of adverb. You know what is adverb. So how many kinds of adverbs are there? Normally 5. What are those? Adverb of place, adverb of time, adverb of manner, adverb of degree, and another last one is adverb of frequency. So what is adverb of time? Adverb of time, it says when things happen. Yes, for example, yesterday, tomorrow, today, these are all adverb of time. So what is adverb of place? It says that which location where the action is being carried out. For example, far, away, here, there. These are the examples of adverb of place. What is adverb of manner? It says how the action has been carried out. How? For example, beautifully, slowly, quietly, fast, well. These are all examples of what? Adverb of manner. Then let us discuss about adverb of frequency. Adverb of frequency describes how often an action happens. Yes, how many times that means. How often an action happens. For example, usually, often, sometimes, rarely. These are all examples of adverb of frequency. And last one is adverb of degree. So what is adverb of degree? Let me say that adverb of degree describes the intensity of something. Yes. The intensity of, that means to how much degree the action has been done. That intensity of something. For example, very, enough, to, extremely. These are the examples of adverb of degree. Okay, got it? So let us do the exercise. Take the correct adverb of degree to complete these sentences. First one is given for you. I was completely drenched though I had only walked for 2 minutes in the rain. Then number 2, how long will it take us to reach the hotel, uncle? I asked. Where? 2 options are there, almost or slightly here, said he. So here the answer will be almost, that means nearly. Means about to reach. Then number 3, put 4 teaspoons of sugar in the panna for it to taste almost or just right. Just right. Just means exactly. Number 4, it rained all night yesterday. So the weather is quite or slightly cooler. The weather is quite. Quite means completely cooler. Yes. Then the milk was warm, quite or enough to be drunk. Here the milk was warm enough. Yes. So it is the right answer. Then we were number 6. We were completely or enough unprepared. We are completely unprepared for the test. Next, underline the adverb of frequency in these sentences. So one by one we'll do the exercise. We'll do the numbers, answers. Number 1, we have never. Never is the adverb of frequency. Number 2, always is the adverb of frequency. Number 3, often is the adverb of frequency. Number 4, rarely is the adverb of frequency. Number 5, sometimes is the adverb of frequency. Then number 6, which one? Usually is the adverb of frequency. I hope you have understood. Then come to the next exercise. What is given? Vocabulary. Match the words in A with those in B. So one is given for you knife and fork. Then number 2, salt, and the answer will be salt and sweet. Number 3, rules and regulations, you know that. Number 4, peace and quiet. Then number 5, thick and thin. Number 6, law and order. Number 7, safe and sound. Number 8, ups and downs. So these are the answers of this vocabulary exercise A. Then come to exercise B. Tick the word in each list that can't be used to describe the highlighted words. Yes. So here you can see number 1, wind. Yes. 4 options are there: strong, cold, serene and warm. Yes, you can say strong wind, cold wind, warm wind also. But serene can't be used with the word wind. So it is you have to tick on serene. Then number 2, light. You can say 4 options. Again 4 options are there: bright, dim, harsh and thin. You can say bright light, you can say dim light, you can say harsh light also. But you cannot say thin light. Can you ever tell? No. Then number 3, sound. Then again 4 options: weak, light, loud, harsh. Yes, you can say weak sound is there. The sound is very weak. That the sound is loud also. You can say also harsh sound. But bright sound cannot be bright. Yes. So here the correct answer is bright. Bright cannot be used with the word sound. Then come number 4, weather. Yes. Again 4 options are there: warm, dry, light and wet. Yes, you can say warm weather, you can say dry weather, you can say wet weather also. But you cannot say light weather. Weather cannot be light or heavy. Yes, then last one, number 5, sweater. Yes, so again 4 options are there: colorful, soft, warm and radiant. Yes, you can say colorful sweater, soft sweater, warm sweater. But you cannot say radiant sweater. Yes, so the correct answer is radiant. So these are all the answers of this exercise B. Okay, my dear students, I hope you have understood everything. So let us wind up the class for 2 days. Okay, so take care of yourself. Bye bye everyone. Thank you all.